An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Nathan Shepard in there to make the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Taylor. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Taken down at the 41. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
What you got, huh?
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Indianapolis.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Texans nothing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Watson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Again, it's Watson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Sidney Jones in on the stop.
Working with his 2nd and 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, Watson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
Bradley.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down now, it's Hines pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Bernardrick McKinney on the tackles. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third.
The Colts on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Rodrigo
Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Colts 14, Texans 7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings
after the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
1-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Watson's throw is taken in by QT. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Ball carrier.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They run with Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Operating from the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw, Watson. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
26-yard line.
Watson on first down. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
1st and 10 at the
as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Intended for Kiki QT. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Kiki QT. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Jared Cook. Incomplete.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
30-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Running with Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Following the penalty is Kamara. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 20.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That'll be complete to Cook. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
15-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 37. He'll start with a give to Kamara, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Kamara, the ball.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Up of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Watson. Incomplete. Almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
From the gun, Watson out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
At the 40.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Again, it's Kamara. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third and 2, Watson. Finding Gabriel, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now Kamara, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Operating from the gun, Watson, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On first down, it's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Gun now on third down. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Let's go!
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Indianapolis.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Taylor. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Houston, it's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. Again, it's Taylor. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On second down, it's Taylor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down, highlight write that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Colts on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Taylor. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Blankenship's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
Out of bounds.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, Watson lets it fly deep for Cobb. Into heavy traffic and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
For first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmaker. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want. Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 3-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. 20! Touchdown, Indianapolis! Paris Campbell, 97 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play. Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. A shotgun snap for Watson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To the air yet again, Watson. And complete, right side to Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It's now second.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. But now it'll be third down.
Brings up a third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This is Gabriel out on the left side.
That's good.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Watson looks to throw again, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. It's the fullback. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The kickoff for Houston.
And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Ball carrier.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
37-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start